Still raining.
At least nothing's here waiting to kill us.
Well, the night is young. You seem troubled. Is something the matter? So there is, but you have nothing to fear from him. Not with the veil in place.
Yeah, it became active when you signed up with us. It just disguises your identity. Anyone looking at you sees slightly different features.
You are not the first new recruit to arrive with complications in the mundane world. The veil prevents awkwardness all around. Nobody in the mundane world, no. The veil only works on mundanes. Supernatural beings and the void touch can see through it easily. But that law enforcement officer, he will pose no threat.
Good. Let's keep going.
Evening, sir. Who wants to know? Yeah, no kidding. This job can really take it out of you sometimes. I'll tell you one thing. You see a lot of bad people in this line of work, but it takes a special kind of nasty to torch a homeless shelter. Yeah, a neighborhood full of corporate chains, and they attacked this place.
Was anyone hurt?
A few people killed. A lot of people with second or third degree burns.
That is horrible.
I won't argue with that. I was here when the rescue team arrived. They were carted off to Beth Israel Hospital, but the people here, they don't exactly have medical insurance. That's how we're treating it. Until we know otherwise, we're treating it like a crime scene. Which means, stay back. Yeah, you could say that. Wouldn't be here if I had the choice, believe me. I don't blame you. See ya.
Yes? You catch on quick. As long as I keep it sheathed, mundane society will take no notice of it. You call this neighborhood the Village. I came of an age when that term actually applied. This street, it was a long dirt road. Homes were palatial estates, and were few and far between. This city was larger back then, and yet so much smaller. But let us not dwell on the past. Time marches on. We must march with it or be left in the dust. I would suggest we explore. If there is void activity here, we will find it. Or, most likely, it will find us. Agreed.
What do you need? Ancient fire mage secret. Well, no, not really. I just make the water evaporate before it hits me. It's a simple trick, but handy on nights like this. We've barely left the subway. We need to explore a bit. See if we can find the source of the void activity. Kind of. I used to work about 10 blocks north of here, back in my mundane days. It was just factories and warehouses back then, not the university student mecca it is now. Oh, nothing important, really. You wouldn't be interested. Let's focus on doing what we came here to do. I was an accountant. Maybe later I'll tell you all about it. But for now, let's just keep going, okay? It burnt down? Seriously, there's not much I can tell you. I only deal with the fire itself, not the after. I have the feeling we will. Hey, are you all right? You look a little...
Where are you taking me? I'll do whatever you want. Just help me. Please.
Did you see that?
I did.
Neuromorphic projection. I've read the theories, but never thought. I think he's coming out of it.
Are you all right?
Yes, you did. We saw it too. A vision from your past. Well, your demon's past, technically. This area must have kick-started your brain into remembering. There was some psychic spillover. We could see it too. Yeah, psychic runoff. Try not to think about it too hard.
This building the demon entered. It used to house the Village Eye.
The newspaper? Didn't it go out of business a few years ago?
Indeed it did. What was your demon self doing here? I strongly doubt that.
Yeah, everything's digital these days. Right, enough jabbering. Let's go.
It is done. Be aware that if law enforcement questions me, I am compelled to tell the truth. It smells very human in here.
Looks like people were squatting here. Half a dozen at least. Wasn't there a homeless shelter around the corner? Why live here?
It could be pride. Or perhaps they gathered here for a specific purpose.
I'm guessing it wasn't a slumber party.
That is doubtful.
Huh. Only one bed in here.
Yes, this room was designated to separate one individual from the rest. Someone of importance, most likely. Or someone undesirable.
So this room either belonged to a cult leader or a prisoner.
Most likely.
I might not know a lot about those things, but don't they need electricity to work? I don't think the power's on in this place.
Do not be alarmed. That was just a lost spirit. What you would call a ghost. They are harmless.
Yeah, they can't exactly do anything, can they?
They have no physical form. We cannot interact with them, nor they with us. It is best to leave them be.
Maybe, if I had 4 days to prepare. And even then, a human spirit is no demon. A human ghost requires a more delicate touch.
Death is part of the mundane world. We do not get involved. Let us move forward.
Do these drawings on the wall mean anything to you, Mandana?
I cannot decipher their meaning, but I do get a sense of reverence.
Reverence? Like worship?
It is only a feeling. Yes. I admit to not knowing much about the subject. Eli has made a study of them. I would recommend asking him. Agreed.
What do you need? Sure, I guess. What do you want to know? Pretty much. From what I can gather, they're barely aware of where they are. Maybe even who they are. Talking to them is impossible. Trust me, I've tried. Because you're void-touched now, my friend. When that demon possessed you, you encountered magic. In a pretty intimate and significant way. It left you changed. We call that change becoming void-touched. Seeing ghosts? One of the side effects. To you and me, yes. We appear the same way to them. It makes communicating with them impossible. When I saw my first ghost, I reacted much in the same way you did. I wanted to help them. It didn't seem right to just ignore them. So I read a lot. I tried to learn everything I could. Nothing worked. We all have our strengths. Mine is fire. I was no spirit medium, sadly. The technical term is bestower. Bestowers of eternity. Folks who can see and talk to ghosts. Help them pass on. We heard rumors of one operating in New York, but Kalash refused to make contact. Death is part of the mundane world, he would say. Not our jurisdiction. I could see his point. No kidding. You could talk to the ghost and find out what happened here. Guess we figured out the old-fashioned way. They don't exactly advertise. bestowers deal with death. They tend to keep to themselves. It's not like they hand out business cards or anything. Really? From what you told me, that would explain a few things. Too bad he was, shot. I'll just stop talking. Ow! God damn it.
Are you hurt?
No, I'm fine. I tripped over. I have no idea. Can't see a damn thing. That's weird. Come on!
Is there a problem?
The darkness, it's fighting the light.
It always does.
I'm being literal. Whatever's down here, it's interfering with my magic. Not sure what you're trying to do there. The fuse is obviously blown.
This wall drawing means nothing to me. Eli?
Me neither, although it's different from the art in the other room.
How so?
Outside it was more vibrant, colorful, more creative. It had passion. The art in here is just patterns.
Patterns.
You can see them if you know how to look for them.
Interesting. I do not know what that means yet, but interesting.
What have you got there? An old fuse? Seems to still be intact.
Color me gobsmacked.
It's a forest.
A forest in a basement.
Well, that explains why my fire's so weak down here. Probably a natural defense mechanism for whatever this is. Well, this just got a lot more complicated.
Male. Early to mid-60s, I believe. The cause of death is difficult to determine.
He's got vines growing out of him.
I cannot say, but I believe the answer lies with you. Your vision. You were familiar with this building. Whatever happened here, you were involved. Or at least your demon self was.
You don't remember anything. No other visions spring to mind. Yeah, you probably would.
No doubt your demon covered its tracks well before leaving your mind.
So, who is he?
He has no distinguishing marks. He carries no identification. Whoever this is, it remains a mystery. It is a lost spirit. It cannot communicate.
Are you sure about that?
It does appear agitated. Let us leave it be.
Where did you get that? The village, I know what you're talking about.
That is an obvious lie.
Do I look like I care? Just leave me alone. I might not look it, but I'm fine. Tell everyone that Wendy is fine. You don't need to come out here and... Wait, it's you, isn't it? You've come back. Oh, no, you don't. You almost fooled me, but I can tell. You're the master. Don't play dumb with me. I'm not that innocent. At least, not anymore. You've done something to your face. You've changed it somehow, but I can tell. It's you.
Curious. She can see past the veil. She must be void-touched.
What touched?
Void-touched. It means...
I don't give a crap what it means. And I don't give a crap about you either, master. Just leave me alone. I already know you're good at that. Why should I? Look, maybe you care, and maybe you don't. But it doesn't matter. Not anymore. Not after the way you left us. So get out of here. Take your new followers and go.
Wait, followers?
You heard me. What to I mean? You left. Left us to fend for ourselves, and it all went to shit. Me, I'm back where I started. Others weren't so lucky. You never cared, did you? All that time, I knew it. I just didn't want to believe it. You what? You're serious, aren't you? You didn't just leave us. You forgot about us.
It's a bit more complicated than that, but yes.
We are trying to piece together what happened. Can you help us?
No, it's done. It's over. If you've forgotten about it, then maybe I can too. Just leave me alone. Shut up, shut up, shut up! Don't talk about it. Don't even think about it. Just don't. You can't prove a damn thing. I mean, whatever. Don't know a thing about it. That's crazy. You're crazy. You really don't remember anything, do you? You've even forgotten Jordan, your precious protege. Well, he's gone. No thanks to you. He and I were a thing, kind of. I don't know. We're nothing anymore. He's gone. He left soon after you. He's probably dead. Not that you care.
Just so we are clear, we are not calling you Master.
Evening, sir. They went out of business, didn't they? Squatters were living in that building for a while, but I think they've cleared out.
You let them stay there?
The owner never filed a complaint, so legally we weren't required to investigate. Didn't stop us from keeping an eye on the place, though. Nothing we could see from the outside, no. But to be honest, it wasn't exactly high on our priority list. I don't blame you. See ya.
Eli, you are scratching the buttons of your coat again, with your fingernail.
I am.
Yes. You are not even aware of it, are you?
Why is this a big deal?
It indicates a loss of control. It is minimal, but...
Right. I know. I'll work on that.
Thank you. Blood rituals used for healing. That is perverse and wrong.
It may be wrong, but it does explain the forest downstairs. It's unspent life energy. It created excess life.
Beauty can hide all manner of evil, Eli. You know this more than anyone.
Oh, it's nothing. Just a little run-in with a golem and a succubus that got a...
A story for another time?
Right. Blood rituals, dark magic, bad stuff.
Yes, Eli. Bad stuff.
If I understand that journal right, the ritual stopped working when the, master left, which means that only you, or rather your demon, could perform it.
Then why leave Jordan in charge?
That's a good question. One more reason to track it down. In the meantime, I really want to know more about this ritual. After you?
Shit. I knew I should have tossed that computer. Well, the cat's out of the bag now. You proud of yourself, Master? Like hell you weren't. You were the one who taught us. You took us all in. You saved us, I guess. Maybe. Every month you'd do the ritual. You'd cut one of us. We'd bleed on the altar. Then you'd say those words and we'd heal. Better, stronger, faster than before. It was like a drug.
Life energy. That's what you were being fed. That explains the wildlife in the basement. It must be residual life magic.
Whatever it was, it felt good. It all ended, is what happened. Jordan was so happy when you put him in charge. He tried, he really did. But he just got too sick. But whatever you did to us, the healing, it stopped working when you left. So he put me in charge. Me. And I just made things worse. He loved me. He trusted me to do the right thing and do right by everyone. I didn't expect I would... I cut with a knife. I said those stupid words again and again and again. It didn't work, so I had to try harder.
The murdered man, in the basement. You took the blood ritual too far.
It was an accident, I swear. No, it didn't work. Would I be out here in the rain if it did? I put him on the altar. I took the knife and I killed him. By accident. I must have been nervous. I thought that was the end of it, but then...
His spirit, it came back.
It was horrible. We couldn't stay. Every time it saw us, it would scream. I came here. I didn't want to be around people anymore.
You speak the truth.
You believe me? Hooray.
It is not a matter of belief. I simply know what truth is. Thank you for sharing it with us.
Well, there's no point in lying anymore, is there? The Master here was just as much involved as me, and something tells me you aren't going to turn him in. You think I'm an idiot? I tossed it down a storm drain.
What? Why did you do that?
What do you think? It's probably halfway to Jersey by now, and good riddance. Cerebral palsy on my left side. It was bad before. I could barely handle sewer duty. It's much worse now. You seriously don't remember? The pipes in the building leaked. Overflow from the sewer. It was disgusting. You couldn't exactly call a plumber, so you made us go into the sewer and drain it from there. We went down there so much, Jordan had to swipe a key to the control panel. You serious? You never wanted to bother with that before. But whatever. It's to the right of the control panel, behind one of the pipes. Don't do me any favors. This mess is yours, Master. Do whatever you like.
She threw the knife down a storm drain. Damn it. I can't blame her, but damn it. Magically imbued tools take weeks to make. I really hope to study it. Are you lifting with your knees?
Yes. Bracing. Fortuitous that I have kept up my training.
At least the rain is washing away most of the smell.
If not the heat, I am positively sweltering. I admit that my knowledge of sanitation systems is lacking. But should this water be boiling?
No. I don't think so. No.
Then we indeed have a mystery on our hands.
Huh. Looks like Wendy was right. Eli Beckett. Mage, accountant, and plumber. And sometimes all three.
Turn it on! For the love of God, turn it back on! Wait. Master? Master! Master, is that you? No, you just can't leave me. Not again. Not yet. Please. I know. I failed you. I couldn't leave them. I was too weak. I tried so hard, but it was just too much. Look at me! This is what happened. Do you remember, Master, how you found me? Frozen half to death on the street? I almost died. You saved me. You healed me. Brought me back from certain death. That was no demon. It was you. You were so kind. You showed me how to heal. We were going to heal the entire city. But I couldn't do it without you. When you left, the power left too. The chill, the cold, it came back. I couldn't stop it. It just got worse and worse. I couldn't heal myself, let alone anyone else, so I left. I had to find something, anything that could help me get warm again. I'm so sorry, Master. You said that spell was dangerous. I didn't listen. But I was so desperate. I was freezing to death. The bed in that homeless shelter wasn't warm enough. You taught me a spell that would let warmth into my heart. So I spoke it. Then this happened. Yes, they were the only ones who would take me in.
No, you misunderstand. The shelter, it burned to the ground.
Was anyone hurt? I didn't mean for this to happen. Help me, Master. I know I don't deserve it, but please. Help me before I hurt anyone else. Anything you want. The knife? You mean your knife? Yes, I saw it fall down here. I took it. I hid it. Just in case you ever came back.
Could you get it for us? I'd love to study it.
I suppose. After you helped me? I didn't want to leave them. Wendy, least of all. She leads them now. She's keeping them all safe.
I've been trying, but the fire, it's different. It's self-generating, self-sustaining. Even submerging himself in water couldn't snuff him out. I've never seen anything like it. I need to know more about his condition before I can even attempt a cure.
She what? Why would she do that?
Standard escalation. More blood, more power.
I want this to end. Please, just let it all end. Master, this is all too much. I served you, faithfully. Then you left when I needed you the most. How do I know you won't leave again? Cure me? Help me? Do that and I will get the knife for you gladly. Thank you, Master.
Poor guy.
He played with powerful magic he had no business using. He hurt dozens of innocents.
He was desperate. He made a human mistake.
In that, we are in agreement.
Evening, sir. No. In case it wasn't clear, this is a crime scene, which means stay back. Oh, really? Give me one reason. Well, no, I don't. What makes you say that? The rain isn't helping, that's for sure. You ever feel helpless? Powerless? Like there's too much shit going on and you can't do a damn thing about it? Then you know what I'm talking about. I'm an officer of the law. I'm supposed to be out there doing something, not stuck behind a desk or here doing guard duty. I know I could make a difference if I was just given a damn chance. What, just let you through? You're serious, aren't you? Yeah, you are. You really think you can help? Jesus, I must be crazy. I must be insane. But something. I don't know what. Something tells me I can trust you. Get inside, and quickly. I'll give a shout if someone comes by. Just get the guy who did this.
I begin to understand why you were hired as a barkeep.
Yeah, you had him eating out of the palm of your hand.
You have an enviable gift for empathy. We will discuss this later. Let us find what we came for. Is something the matter? That is odd, to say the least.
Oh, the ice is perfectly normal. Nothing magic about it. It's the cold that's not natural.
So you believe this is magic related?
Are people still saying, duh? Because, well, duh.
I cannot say I am impressed with the mundane authorities. They should have noticed this when inspecting the site.
Not necessarily. That officer said this place burnt down about a week ago. It wasn't raining then, which means that no ice should have formed.
Perhaps you are correct, and perhaps this was meant to be. If there is danger here, we should be the ones to face it.
Come on, melt!
Is everything all right?
Everything's fine. It's just something inside is fighting back. There!
Nicely done.
That's me, Eli Beckett, enemy of ice. Well, that's definitely our cold source, all right. Now that it's out of the open air and the warm rain is coming down, I should be able to... Jesus! Look at that. Not a burn mark on him.
The ice protected him from the fire?
It also froze him to death, but if you want to get technical, sure, it protected him from the fire. Well, I might be going out on a limb here, but I'm gonna say magic.
Indeed. This cold is not natural.
Neither is the smell. Ugh. Maybe. It's hard to tell, you know, with all the frostbite and things.
I admit, he does look slightly recognizable, but as to who, I cannot say. The more I look at him, the more familiar his face becomes. Do you recognize him, Eli?
No, but you're right. He is familiar. Why can't I remember? I think it is. It's definitely the same guy in that picture you got.
The evidence is undeniable. Jordan sought a way to remove the cold invading his body. It appears he failed. No, we would not have been able to converse with it if so. We spoke to Jordan, not a lost spirit. At least, not one in the traditional sense. His soul transmuted, escaped his body, and became something else. He is alive, just no longer human.
He's become a fire elemental, a spirit bound to a body of flame. No, he can't. And even if we could, his human body is dead. There's nothing for him to go back to.
Regardless, we cannot allow a fire elemental to run loose in the city sewers.
Thoughts? I have plenty of thoughts. None of them nice. Let me mull them over for a bit, okay? We should hear Jordan out before deciding anything, anyway.
Whatever you found in there, don't tell me about it. Deniability and all that. Just find the guy who did this.
Eli, I've been meaning to ask, how are you coping?
Huh? I'm coping fine. Why?
Until recently, we have only entered the field once or twice a month. Now we are out almost every day. I was worried it might be a strain on you.
You kidding? This is great. I'm working. I'm doing something. I'm not just stuck in my lab. So don't you worry about me, Mandy. I'm fine.
Master? You did? What did you find? What? I'm dead?
No, not exactly. You're a fire elemental now. You're alive, you're just in a new body. A body made of flame. That's why the flames are self-sustaining. You aren't on fire, you are fire.
So there's no cure?
Oh, no. Your human body is dead. There's no getting around that. But you're kind of immortal now. That's something, isn't it?
You mean I have to live like this forever?
Yeah?
You should have left me in the cold, Master! You should have left me to die!
Yes, there is. I'm a fire mage. I can control and channel fire. Given enough time, I can remove the fire from your spirit.
Eli, what you are proposing...
Will be incredibly painful, I know.
Painful?
It will feel like being skinned alive.
But it will kill me?
Eventually.
Then I'll do it.
No, it is not. I will not allow you to do this. Not when there is another way.
Another way?
There are others of your kind. Fire elementals. A whole world of them.
Yeah, in another dimension, across the void. How do you propose to get him there?
Jordan is a creature of spirit now, which means he can traverse the void. I can lend him the energy required, and show him how to open the way.
So he can, what, spend eternity with fire people?
Wait, eternity?
It is a one-way trip, Jordan. Life there will not be easy, but perhaps you can find a home there, a life.
But what kind of life would that be?
One that continues.
Sure, on an alien world, in an alien dimension, all alone.
There will be others of his kind. In time, they might accept him.
And if they don't, he'll be stuck there forever.
So the alternative is to murder him?
It's mercy. If I was in his shoes, I'd want the same.
But you are not in his shoes. You cannot make that choice for him.
And neither can you.
That is true. Jordan, what say you?
I don't know.
Do you really want to live like this?
Better a life like this than no life at all.
Eat what?
No. His flames are the source of his energy, and will provide most of the fuel required. I will lend him the rest. The effect on me will be minimal. I will recover.
And if they don't, he'll be stuck there forever.
Stay down here? Like this? I can't. This needs to end.
Agreed. He cannot stay here, and he is much too dangerous to leave loose. This needs to be settled now.
Besides, it's only a matter of time before some sanitation worker comes down here and gets the shock of his life.
So the alternative is to murder him?
I can't. This is all too much. Master, I know you've done your best. Whatever you decide, I will do.
It's mercy. If I was in his shoes, I'd want the same.
Yes, Master, you are right. Maybe this is what was meant to be. Maybe you saved me that night for this very reason. Maybe I have some purpose to fulfill in this new dimension. Okay, I am ready.
You two should wait above ground. I will help him transfer across the void.
I guess he's on his way by now. Off to his new life, assuming you can call it life. You think we did the right thing? A chance is better than nothing? Maybe. But to live through eternity without seeing another human being, I couldn't take it. I know that much. His soul is still human. His mind is still human. Although I'm not him, so what do I know? I know what I am. I'm not entirely normal, but I know that I'm human. I know that I'm me. If I lose that, then I lose everything. So, is he...
Yes, he has gone through the void. Opening the way was more difficult than anticipated. It took all of his energy, and a good portion of mine. He did retrieve the ritual knife for me before he left.
Well, that's something. I'll study it back at the lab.
I know the routine. I shall call ahead and have pizza delivered.
It's like you read my mind.